What is going on, you beautiful people? Ditas here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today we're going to be watching a wild, lively game. However, we're going to be focusing on the educational aspects today and learning how to become a better Advanced Wars player. Now, if you've been following my channel and watching my videos, you've no doubt improved in Advanced Wars, and one crucial part of playing Advanced Wars is map reading. So today we're going to focus on reading maps, understanding what to prioritize, which COs to pick, etc. So today we're going to be watching a match on the map Syracuse. Now if you want, you can pause the video here and look at this map right here. Understand, what are the income levels? What priorities should I be doing on this map? What COs are good? What are the contested properties on this map? And anything else notable about this map. So if you want, you can pause right here. Alright, so Syracuse is a low income map. It's 16K per side. That's the first thing you notice right here. Second thing you should notice here, it's 3 base, 1 airport. There's a strong side and a weak side. You have the strong side with a base and an infantry base over here. That's another notable thing about this map. This is an infantry base. You can only build mechs and infantry from this base because you will be stopped by these mountains on either side or a river up top. So you have 1 base for vehicles and 1 base for infantry and 1 base for vehicles or infantry over on this side over here, as well as an airport. Another notable thing about this map, you have this black boat on this HQ, and there is no HQ, there is a lab. It functions the same as an HQ, however you get no income from it. So if the opponent captures this lab, you lose because there's only 2 labs total. So, but this black boat, it can actually move. It is not stuck on this HQ. You can move it here in an infantry or mech. You get ferried all the way up here and have all these properties at your leisure. So very interesting thing about that. However, there is some fool's gold on this map. You see, I can take an infantry here, put it in this black boat, transport it up here, and by day 3 or 4 or 5, I can capture this comm tower. However, this comm tower is not contestable. This is the fool's gold for the noobs right here. A lot of times people see something like, oh, this comm tower over here, I want to cap it, it's black. This is red strong side. This is completely overextending. If you try to capture this comm tower, you're going to hold it for maybe a couple or 3 turns, and then you're going to lose it. So don't lose units fighting over this comm tower. The real contested properties are actually these ones right here. And perhaps this property, but that's still a stretch. These properties right here in the middle are the most contested properties. Why? Because this is 2 turns tank reinforced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As black, you at least want to keep this gray or white. You might not capture it because you have this infantry base over here that can capture it in 3 turns. However, you can at least try to keep this gray, and you can capture this one, etc. And you might want to capture this property and keep this under your control. But this comm tower, you're not keeping that captured. Likewise for right over here, you want to be careful you don't overextend into the enemy's territory. Like I said, you're going to have infantry and vehicles coming here, and you only have 1 vehicle or 1 infantry coming over here. Another notable thing about the map. Oh yeah, and also the airport, 2 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, it doesn't even reach this property. It reaches these properties right here. So even holding this property as red is a bit of a doozy. Another thing, the HQ is very vulnerable. It might not seem vulnerable. Look, oh, it's over here, you have a black boat on it. But what if you move it? Then it's completely undefended. And then you have extra infantry over here that could potentially cap this. Look at this terrible reinforce. 1, 2, 3. You don't want to send your tanks over this way. You want to send them to the middle. And if you send to the middle, it takes 3 turns to reach the HQ. So you go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It takes 3 turns to get over here. Doesn't take much longer for this one. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. The HQ is actually vulnerable. Moving on to the low income. How does the low income matter? Well, if you have 16K per side, the more aggressive COs are going to shine here. You're going to talk about your Kindles, your Maxes, COs like that. You don't want to be choosing Hawk right here. You don't want to be choosing Drake or Olaf. This is a low income map. Every single unit matters more. The day-to-day powers matter more than the CO powers because it takes more charge to get to your CO powers, or more fights to get to your CO powers because you have less units. You're not going to see Neo-tanks on this map most likely. You're not going to get that much money. You're not going to get that much charge from units fighting each other. You'll probably get to a superpower around day like 14, 15, 16. It's going to take you a while because it's a lower income map. Therefore, you want to focus on the aggressive COs. So if you take away from this map, here's a few takeaways. Fool's gold, it's comm tower over here. The real contested properties. Number 2, CO picks. Choose the aggressive CO picks here. I like the Kindle pick here. Sammy could even actually function over here in tier 3 with the infantry reinforced and also the weak HQ. So aggressive COs, Max, Kindle, Von Bolt, you get the idea. Number 3, watch out for your HQ and use the black boat as well. You could opt to keep your black boat here as an extra, defense, but then you're also kind of foregoing some nice early caps over here. I could go day whatever the hell, 2 or 3, and I can already start capping this property. Bring it on the black boat, plop them right here, boom, already capturing this property. I'll try to hold it the rest of the game. I put an artillery there, it's mine the rest of the game. I get this property over here, put an artillery here, it's mine the rest of the game. It's also can be interrupted with 2 turns over here. Prioritize getting these 2 caps early. I hope you guys came to the same conclusion or something close. If you did not, that's okay. This is like one of the first steps in this series. I'm going to try to instill more educational ideas, just so you guys keep you guys, on top of your game in Advance Wars. I really do want you guys to get better. So anyway, without further ado, this game is actually a banger, so let's look into it. And we learned something from it. You'll actually learn these guys. Look, they had 2 minutes to read this map. They're both strong players. Both of them are around like 1100 lively. They're above average. I played Vulcan Grey before. I've actually lost to him before. I think I was playing 2 or 3 tiers down, but, my Sonya and Flak are pretty good, so nothing to sneeze at. Anyway, strong, capable players, but when you have only 2 minutes to read a map, it is incredibly difficult. So if you guys didn't figure out everything, it's okay. It's normal. But as you watch my videos, you're going to get better. And they're going to get better, and then you're going to be the next Rip, all right? Anyway. Without further ado, let's begin the game. Further ado. So look, black boat. He saw the black boat. Smart players over here. They saw the black boat. They're capable players. An 800 level player might not even realize there's a shoal here and just keep it there. That's fine too, but you learn from it. You go for the base first. So already I'm not loving this. He's going for this property rather than this property over here. This property, like I said, is more contested. This one, it'll probably be flipping for red. It takes you 3 turns for a tank to get over here as black. It takes you 3 turns for red, and you have the infantry coming in another 3 turns. So, don't really love that. Let's see where red puts it. Even worse, he's going for the comm tower early. Okay. Comm tower is not contestable. Let me hammer that home. So far, okay. Like I said, these are common mistakes. These players are very strong. They're above average. Like I said, I would even venture they're quite a bit above average. 1100 is like in the top 90th percentile. They are very good players, yet they're still making some of these mistakes. This Advance Wars is a hard game. Advance Wars is a hard game. People won't say it outright on their channel, but Advance Wars is a hard game. It's like chess, except there's even more variables. There's more variables. Okay, good. I like this. Red, try to capture this property. That would be great. You want to get this early before the infantry spam comes. You want to get as early as possible because then the black infantry are coming. So let's see what he does here. Recons on this map? I don't know. I mean, you could get a recon over here as on this side over here just to stop early infantry pressure. It will reach the middle quicker than a tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 1 space further, and then you can start wrecking havoc in the middle. Wreaking havoc, some might say, is recons. So I'm expecting, not going for the middle cap over there, going for the comm tower. See, but they're going to learn the lesson the hard way. But the thing about this comm tower, say you misread the situation. You get the comm tower and you realize, oh shit, I'm outnumbered. Fall back. Do not lose all your infantry fighting over a comm tower that is not yours. If you make a mistake and you overextend, put your tail between your legs and go away. Do not try to fight a hero's valiant death. You will lose a lot of units. You will lose your mind. It's not pretty. Trust me, I've been there. Drop the ego. Builds a mech. Okay, interesting. I mean, mechs aren't terrible here. You do have this black boat. Oh, I forgot to mention the COs here. Like I said, Kindle's... Well, I did mention briefly, but I like the Kindle here better than the Rachel. See, now that you're over here, red is already starting to be in range over here. You might be able to interrupt these caps. You wanted to go, instead of that, these 2 caps over here. So let's see if red sees that and can interrupt it. Red does get this property over here, which is very crucial. Black was just about to interrupt it. If he was 1 turn later, he would have been able to interrupt it. Mech going towards the comm tower. Interesting. See a recon? Still no tanks. This is a low-income map. It is day 7. Red does not have a single tank. Actually, black doesn't have a single tank either. He will have one this turn. I would assume so. Or maybe an artillery and a recon. Who knows? He could build a... I'm assuming a tank from a strong side over here. If I were a guessing man, that's what I would do. And I think he will. He could build a copter, actually. He'd have to base skip. But I'm expecting a tank. He did build a copter. Well, copter certainly will catch him off guard. The thing about copters here, they're really good. I forgot to mention that earlier, actually. What? I missed something. See, I am learning too. Copters are very good here. Why? The anti-air takes forever to get to the middle over here. Copters reign supreme. The anti-air has to go through this forest, finally gets over here in 3 to 4 turns. The copter gets there in 2. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Copter on copter fights here. Andy could even be a pick here because copters are so good. There you go. Copters are good on this map. I didn't even see that at first. Now I see it now. I learned from it. Okay, let's build copters. Smart move. Red is going for this cap. See, we're getting to the point now. Could have captured this a turn earlier. Would black be able to hold this? Let's see what happens. How will these contested properties go? Copter goes in the middle. Interrupt, double. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I would not stop that cap to get this down to nothing. That's silly. I don't like that. Very curious. This is one of the most contested properties. You should not be foregoing it. He might not capture this the rest of the game now. Let's see what happens. Mr. Green Guy, he's getting a little too feisty, I think. Really focusing on the KD ratio. But it's a low-income map. KD doesn't matter. I mean, it still matters a lot. Kill-to-death ratio matters a lot, but income matters just as much. 15k to 16k is a lot bigger gap than 23k to 22k. 23k to 22k, who cares? 15k to 16k, that's the difference between, 2 tanks and an infantry, or a tank and an artillery and an infantry. Or heck, 17k, then we're starting to talk about copters in the mix. So, big deal. But this copter's about to get a juicy free hit. And I don't think black's going to be able to get this property now. I don't think so. Red has a pretty sizable lead now. But the copter gets a free hit, which is good. Boom, bang, and there is no anti-air in reach. However, there is a copter. Red smartly senses, hey, copters are really good here. Anti-air are not very good at going in the middle. So both players getting day 7, 8, 9 copters because they're that overpowered. Now, let's look at these compliments. If I'm red, if I'm black, my spidey senses are tingling. Yeah, I don't know if I feel safe here. I think I should retreat over here. I should retreat. There is a lot of infantry here. There is a lot of vehicles here. I have a single mech here and perhaps 1 infantry that can go down. Run. Go with your tail between your legs. Do not lose an extra unit. You are going to lose this regardless. Losing this mech is not worth delaying the inevitable for 1 turn. Not worth it. Will he stop it though? I don't know. If I'm black over here, also, spidey senses. I'm getting out of there. But he didn't retreat, and it's too late. The mech is dying. Even the Freaky Reeky gets beepies. Boom, bang, bang. Looking very good for black over here. The inevitable's coming. This is falling. This is falling. These two, harder to fall because they're contested. So, smart move. I like this underrated move. It's only 1k. It's only 1 infantry. It is still worth retreating. You know why? You give that up, maybe you can stop this one. Who knows? This is not contestable. This is slightly more contestable. These are the real juicy boys. But that's still slightly contestable. Who knows? Hell, you can use this as an HQ guarder too. A lab guarder. Tank comes in. Doesn't give a shit about a copter over here because he has his own copter backup. Probably going to build another copter this turn. Boom. Boom. And will he stop this cap too? If he hadn't interrupted that cap earlier, he would have had this. Red is killing it on the contested properties. Vulcan Gray has read the map better. He went for the most contested properties, and he got them. Black kind of prioritized the wrong things over here. Now, let's say Red making his own mistakes over here. He's sacrificing a mech on a non-contested property. These guys need to retreat the hell out of there. This guy needs to go back here. This guy probably needs to go behind here in the near the forest, etc. But, you can still learn from it. Copter comes in. Probably wants to build another copter for a copter chain. A copter chain here would be very good. He will do it. I know he will. Fighting into this? Bad. You have nothing. Black knows recon, tank, or he doesn't know about the copter, but he's like, I don't think he's got any vehicles. Black is just going to massacre him this turn. So he's going to build a copter chain, no doubt. Yep. Very strong here. Boom, that should die. Ooh, big boy. Tank comes in. There goes the Mechie. Boom, one shot. That's the power of Kindle, baby. And look, there you go. All right, you delayed it an extra turn. It's day 10. It's his. He didn't even do anything over here. Red still doesn't have it. Heck, you can use an Urban Blight. Maybe even delay it another turn. He didn't have to lose a unit to do that. Each player making mistakes are on their own way, but, you know, they're still playing above average, like I said. Copter goes back. He knows. He knows about the copter chain. He knows there's something waiting to attack this. A bold tank like that, in the higher levels, you can assume if something attacks you recklessly, something is hiding behind the fog to do a counterattack. He falls back. I mean, honestly, yeah, okay, that's fine. But anyway, Red's fighting. I don't like that. Retreat. Retreat. I mean, maybe he's scared of the HQ cap. Honestly, I mean, in 2 turns, this can go here. 1, 2. HQ cap. Good game. So, I mean, it's a legit threat. But Red is killing it in income. He's Rachel. Kindle is the aggressive CO. But because he better diagnosed the contested properties, he's ahead on income. The less aggressive CO is ahead on income. Just by reading the map better. That's how powerful map reading is. And how he might even capture these properties. Goes an anti over here. Why not? Black ain't gonna allow that though. You can't allow these properties. You cannot allow Red to have these properties. You can't allow him to have all 4 of the contested properties. Banga. He's close to the HQ. Okay. This seems a little reckless. He was so careful with his copter last time, but this time, this is unprotected by anything. Huh. Seemed out of character. Don't like that move at all. Attacks the infantry over here. Sure thing. Perhaps he's trying to lure him to attack from the city and use Urban Blight. I don't know what this whole move is. Seems like a free copter. Free copter hit. Yeah, it is. Red gets a free copter hit. And he's bringing his... I mean, it works out in this instance, but... I mean, there's 2 tanks over here, so he read the situation. He's like, okay, there's a lot of vehicles over there, so there's probably not many over here. So he read the situation pretty decently. He needs more vehicles over here to defend, though. I would not attack that tank, though. This copter should probably go over here. Or actually, this is a really good positioning for this copter. If you fight a copter back into that, he will have an anti-air to strike you. So Red is in an incredibly good position right now. And he falls back smartly so. Red is doing very well. Other than losing his mech. Boonga. Banga. That's a one-shotty. Bonk. Urban Blight saved up. You don't need to force an Urban Blight. Don't use it for the sake of having an Urban Blight. I don't think he will. Use it when you have a good attack coming, or you're trying to stop some important caps. There's no caps to stop right now. There's no attack going on, so there's no need to use Urban Blight. Smart. Green guy. Just sit on it. Good job. Good job, buddy. All right. Lucky Lass. You don't see that very often in Fog. Okay, what's he going to do with that? Oh, he really wants to stop the cap. That's why, I guess. Huh. Okay, he really wants to stop that. Interesting. Ooh, that might be a one shot. Damn. Ooh, infantry are attacking. Bad luck. Bad luck, but you can't depend on that. He's getting a lot of units though. Killing a lot of units, but he's being... Ooh, I don't like this being on there, and I don't like that being open right there. You're facing Kindy, my dude. Oh, if I'm Red, go on top of the city. Go on top of the city. No, now he's gonna be able to murder everything. You got a city guard. Where's Kindle? Urban Blight. Need I press one button? Boom, bada bang bang. Boom. That's bonkers. Bang. Bang. Oh, that's another Riki kill. That's another Riki kill over here. It's a beautiful kill too. I love that. The swerving Reek over here getting on one shot. Dude, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I would love that. Would love that. These are very scary infantry. They're near the HQ. They're near this property over here. I would have prioritized them over these infantry in the middle. This guy's trapped. Where's he gonna go? Capture this property? What's he, a Mang's infantry? No. I would have killed the other infantry there. That's just me nitpicking. Actually, it's quite important, though. Capture, probably should combine. Nice. Capture over here. This is scary. Can you surround this tank and force the infantry to be the only thing to stop it? He's not surrounding, so the tank will stop. I would honestly consider here. This infantry goes like here in the forest, and this infantry goes right here on the sea, or on the shoal. The tank can't get around. The infantry has to attack itself or kill the 3, and then the tank attacks. I would have loved to see that better, more. The HQ cap is real, guys. The HQ cap is scary on this map. I don't think this copter reaches in 2 turns, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does barely. Honestly, Black is way overdue for an anti-air on his weak side over here. On his strong side, excuse me. Strong side anti-air is direly needed. But this one can front shift, so it's not the end of the world. And he actually brings it over here to combine to get more funds. Ooh, this is scary. Scary. Boom, dead copter. Yeah, there you go. Not going to be able to cap, most likely. Boom, boom. This is looking scary. Okay, he's going to get this property. Unless there's another Urban Blight popped. It's pretty even so far. I think Red was dominating at first. He's still winning, but not very much, though, because now Black is flipping proppies. He's flipping these proppies over here, the contested proppies. He's murdering all the units over here. Red's vehicles are tied down attacking infantry, not attacking other vehicles. This tank would love to hit this recon, but it can't. It's too focused on this HQ infantry. This is a little reckless, but he really wants to stop that contested property. I would have probably just used a recon here, to be honest. Recon first to get vision, see what's over here. But, okay, he wants... Oh, okay, he got control of the city. Okay. Seems a little ambitious, but it might just work. And actually, you can move these tanks over here. I was thinking, oh, over here. You guys just bring them in the middle pretty easily over here if you want to, like, shift them in the middle, go through 2 forests. Instead of going to the side over here, you can just shift to the middle. You won't quite, reach on top of them, but you'll be able to interrupt them. So Red, what does he do here? Kills off the infantry. That might be a high roll. Ooh, that's going to hurt the tanky. Weakens both of the anti-air. However, an Urban Blight is coming, and that'll knock this down to 7 and probably be able to get KO'd. But Black, Kindle power is showing. Boom. Urban Blight again. Gonna weaken that copter. Gonna weaken all these units. Boom, dead copter. That copter's probably gonna be close to dying too. Ooh, high roll because it's Urban Blighty. Ooh, that's gonna hurt too. Cap in the middle. Tankies. Freaky gets freaky. Abandons this HQ cap. He has to be careful of himself though. There is a bunch of infantry over here. And he's aware of them because of this recon. Sees this infantry at least. He has to be careful about an HQ cap. Like I said, when you move the black boat off, it's vulnerable. This black boat can't even move. It's got 2 fuel. Lucky Lass again. Okay. Scary. Wild. And attacking a tank. It got a good roll, too. Oh, he's not even caring. He's going for the HQ cap. He's playing for the HQ cap. He's kind of lost the middle over here. He's kind of giving up in the middle. I mean, Black can easily interrupt this, though. Bang. Bang. Sadly, this black boat cannot, like, block right there. There's no combine. Probably want to attack this just to weaken it further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'd probably attack that. Just knock it down to, like, 4. Or 6 at the... Or 5 at the least. Okay, he's going from the middle. I think the HQ is a little more important now, but maybe that's just me. Attacks the copter. He's won the middle. Like, this is 1. Like, Black is winning hard now. He just needs to prevent the HQ cap, and he's probably got this game. So let's see if he prioritizes it correctly. I think Red realizes his only hope is his HQ cap. And that's scary, folks. That's scary. Even this copter gets trapped. Ooh, that's not looking good. And red is deleting units. Why is he deleting units? To prevent urban blight. But black doesn't know about this. However, I mean, red can easily just sack tanks into these or infantry into these and actually still get it. Alright, let's see what black does here. Easy kill. No, this would be easy. Tank hits that, easy. I do not understand this move though. That does not make any sense. That does not make... Oh, he wants urban blight. Okay. Interesting. Now, this tank over here, I would focus on this HQ cap. Personally, that's just me. Bring a tank over here, or at the very least bring this anti-air here, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, this is gonna like nearly one-shot it, bring it down to 1. But he's feeling good. Oh, doesn't quite kill it. 3 though, he can combine next turn, a little scary. Recon attacks over here, kills it off. Bring this tank over there most likely. Gotta combine them. Alright, playing a little dubious over here. He's basically 1, but still playing a little reckless. And he didn't bring the anti-air over here. He brought the anti-air to the middle. I guess defending against the Copters. Now the gig is up. Now he sees into his face. He didn't know about these deleted units, but he sees to his face now. He's deleting it. He's like, uh-oh. Captures. Is this enough? This is enough. I mean, this could have been 4 HP recon. Alright. Moment of truth. He needs to get 2 tank hits off. 1 is from the bottom. Ooh. Now, where is that 4 HP recon? 4 HP? 4 HP recon, that's guaranteed dead. Tank hits, good game. But something as simple as letting that recon die. Good game. Well, what have we learned from this? What have we learned from this? The HQs are exposed and neither player realized at the beginning. They realized when it was too late. Maybe Vulcan Grey realized it. But he still allowed the scary attack over here. He fought all his units over here when they should have fallen back and defended the HQ. He got lucky though. The black decided to just shift over here rather than push. You probably could have outnumbered him. Capture, combine. This tank is going to be overwhelmed. But survived. Meanwhile, you have a reinforce over here. He did not use it. He could have used this. He could have attacked from 2 angles. If he just simply moved this tank here, he'd have a tank here this turn. Tank here this turn. Recon moves. This attacks. Actually, I mean, it would be enough anyway, but you could even move this here. Anyway, the point is this recon move is probably, that was the G-Jizzle. He could have put this in the forest, he could have put this anywhere else, but he didn't. And that would have saved him. Despite all of the other mistakes, that was the one that really did him in. So, anyway, I hope you guys learned how to better diagnose maps, low income, you know the COs, you know the contested properties, look at the end of the game. Still gray. Still, the one only gray property this whole game was the one he stopped the cap to attack. Contested properties. So, hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys were entertained. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.